Hey, salut, encore Mathieu, on est encore au bout de Red Giant avec Sean qui va nous présenter Primatte Pro Keyer qui contient en fait tous les éléments qu'on peut avoir aussi dans Key Correct. On va essayer de faire un key dans Final Cut avec les outils de Red Giant qui sont assez complets. So Sean, now we're working with Primatte Pro Keyer, trying to pull a key completely in Final Cut.
That's right. So we have our Primatte keyer includes both the Primatte engine, which is the same engine as built into Shake, but we've wrapped some other technologies around that called Key Correct, which does spill killer, color matching, light wrap, and de-artifacting to allow you to get a really great key right inside of your editor without having to go to Shake or some other application. So let me show you a bit of the interface. It's very simple to use. We've tried to make a key that's shot on a nicely lit screen, very easy to do, so all you have to do is click Auto Setup. Click that once, it figures out what the background color is and automatically pulls the key. If I look at the mat, there's still a couple little specks inside of the mat itself. These are just tracking markers. I can come in, say, clean background area, and that will actually allow me to get rid of those markers. So if I zoom out, I'll see that there's no more areas here that I need to worry about. Now there's a couple things that need to be set up to make this a perfect key. One, I want to use my Key Correct filter built into Primatte to smooth the chroma channels. And this actually does a smart median filter. So it's not just a chroma blur like Final Cut, it actually is looking at the edges and making sure that you're only touching the edges in the color channel. Second thing I need to do is enable my expert controls here and my mat. In this case, Primatte has a special feature to blur only to the inside. And what that means is it will cut down any edge chatter or problems on the edge of a key. And that means that you're not going to see any waviness when you have a noisy source footage like DV or HDV. So I'll shrink inwards, maybe just turn it up a couple pixels, and there you go. The other part of our technology is the Key Correct technology that allows us to integrate the subject into the background. So with that, I can drag my background source here. So I've taken my V1 footage, which is my background, targeted here as my background layer, and then my spill killer, color matcher, and light wrap all work off of that background. So let's enable the spill. We can zoom in on this footage. So you notice it still has quite a bit of green. Yep. So I'll turn that to green and crank up the strength, and it cuts away all that color. Now the other thing you notice, this subject is very warm. The background is very blue, so we want to match that. So let's click our color matcher. It already knows what the background color and the color temperature is going to be, but the strength is too high. It's made this too diffuse, so we'll just turn that down. Now we get a little bit of that look, but it's going to give you that sort of blue tones without removing the warmth of the subject. That's not going to script the flesh tones, it's going to look correct. Finally, to make sure the edges look like it was actually shot on that background, we want to wrap a little bit of light from that background onto the foreground subject, and that's what light wrap does. I click light wrap, and you notice you get this very nice smooth little lightening of the edge. And that's what really helps to sell the key. So with those just steps, one click to set it up and a few to do your compositing helpers, you're done.
Thank you. Alors, ce qu'on a vu, c'est qu'en fait, ils prennent Primatte qui ont créé, qui était le keyer qui était dans Shake et qui est capable de faire un key assez facilement du premier coup. Puis ils ont rajouté plusieurs outils qui permettent, un, d'enlever les spills, deux, de prendre la couleur dominante de notre background puis de faire matcher notre sujet avec, de faire un light wrap pour donner la lumière de l'environnement où on met notre sujet à quiller au sujet aussi. Fait que c'est vraiment un outil incroyable.
All right.
Yeah.